Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Making the most of your life. Why not we say making the most of our life? Why bother about the word? If we make our life the most, life is fulfilled. So, what is the meaning of most? Most means, like the other day, one wife told her husband, look here, what our neighbor, yes, his son, yes, he got 99 marks. Then the husband asked, what about the 1 mark? So the wife said, your son got that 1 mark. See? There is nothing like complete or incomplete. There are no fractions in life. Either you are absolutely happy or you are absolutely miserable. There is no possibility of a hodgepodge. Hodgepodge means khichdi. There is no possibility of khichdi. See? Like suppose you want to get somebody as a person working for you. He comes and asks, can I get a job? Okay. Where did you work? I work with Gupta ji. Okay, I'll call you back. Okay, come tomorrow. Then I call my friend Gupta ji. Arey Gupta ji, such and such boy had come. Is it trustworthy? Yes, you can trust him 78%. Either we trust somebody or we don't trust. Either we make our life perfect or we make our life a mess. There is no halfway. And how it can be made? It is something like this, Whenever we are doing anything, how much we are participating in that? Normally what happens, we are never fully available. We are available partially. See? And this habit of partial availability is carried away by us everywhere we go. See? Suppose we are sitting for meditation. That is one of the latest virus which has entered the whole society. Every Tom, Dick and Harry want to do meditation. As if it is making upma. So, we want to sit for meditation without having the qualification to sit. And then, after some time, silent suffering, collective suffering, and we get up and then question. Swami, whenever I sit for meditation, there are terrible disturbances, all kinds of vulgar, dirty thoughts come. Why? Because of meditation. Therefore, don't do meditation. But so many Mahatmas do meditation because they have got dirty thoughts, therefore they do meditation. Friends, please remember one thing. Instead of complaining, discover. Therefore, I am never in favor of question-answer sessions. Because what is the question? Question is an attempt to be more lazy. My mind is very disturbed. Swami, what should I do? Whose mind is disturbed? My mind. Then you decide. See? I am very hungry, what should I do? Okay, I will take food for you. There is no proxy. You find out. See? So when we sit for meditation, the mind is not cooperating. What is the reason? The reason is only one. We have trained ourselves to be available for everything only partially, not fully. See? This is all that we have to consciously practice in life. Whatever you do, be 100% available. You will make the most of your life? No. You will make your life fulfilled. What is the meaning of making the most of our life? What about the remaining? No. We have to ultimately attain fulfillment in life. When the death comes, what should we tell her? Death is the feminine gender. I have no choice. It's a language. When she comes, do we say, come on, wait for some time, let my grandchildren's grandchildren be married? See? Are we ever ready for anything in life? Ever prepared? And this is possible only if we are trained by ourselves to be present 100% in whatever you do. 100% presence every moment of our life is making our life fulfilled. See? Now you must have seen in your own houses, your children or grandchildren, when you are doing something, reading James Hadley Chase, and the child comes and tells, Mom, I want to ask you something. And the mom is busy. Wait a minute. Mom, I want to ask you something. Is there life after? Beta, wait for a minute. Don't you see mom is reading? And finally the child loses his school. And he comes, takes the book away and puts his cute hands around your cheeks and says, Mom, look at me and listen. He wants 100% attention. See, when a child wants 100% attention, in the same manner, life demands 100% presence in whatever you do in life. Whenever we are present 100%, that experience is called as living in meditation. And whenever our presence is not 100% but fractional, एक दिल के टुकड़े हजार हुए. See, part of us goes in the past, part of us goes in the future, part of us goes in the comparison, and we are hardly available to ourselves. See, if we can learn and recognize the importance of this, whatever we do or we don't do, we have to be present fully, 100%. See the joy of life. So the child was asking, Mommy, I wanted to ask you, is there life after beta? I tell you, yes. According to Hindu scriptures, there is life after death. What more you want to know? Mama, this is not my question. You are not attentive fully. You listen to me. Okay, tell, what is that? Mama, is there life after marriage? When you laughed, that time you were the most of you. See, to make the most of our life is to be perpetually happy. See? 100% presence alone is fulfillment in life. There are no loose ends left in our life. Like in the bank, when they close the office, the bottom line figures are perfectly tallied. There is no more, we'll do it tomorrow. No. If you train yourself, every day we must live completely. Never leave anything for tomorrow. You know what will happen? If we leave everything for tomorrow again and again, we slowly start becoming lazy, and then the charm of life goes away, and then aaj kare so kal kare so parso, parso bhi kya karna, अरे बाबा जीना है अब बरसों. Postponement, postponement, postponement. See? Such people even postpone their happiness. See? Hey, don't write now anything. Put it down. What we are talking, to be present 100%. See? The other day, I went to somebody's house for food. That is one of my professional obligations. And when I went there was some time, so I took the newspaper and reading. So one oldie in the house, Swamiji, you are a Swamiji. I said, I am sorry for that. No, not that way. Swamis normally are not supposed to read newspapers. See? I said, what did you learn from my talks? You told we should be in the present. I said, this is today's newspaper, is it not? So I am in the utter present. See, friends, this is one of the most important things in life. Anyway, we cannot do two things at a time. We can do only one thing. And if we do that one thing, involving ourselves fully, you are at ease. See? This multitasking is no way of fulfillment in life. And this is what all the great masters do. If you study the literature published, which is attributed to Swami Vivekananda, huge volumes. Even if you want to read only once, our whole life will not be enough. And how much work he has produced, how it was possible? Only because of one thing. He was always available to himself for any job, 100%. See? And therefore nothing is repeated. Is it that during his period, when he existed, the time scale was 40 hours a day and 15 days a week and 100 days a month and 1200 days a year? No. The same time scale on which you and me are functioning. Is it during that time there were no political turmoils in the world? There were no calamities and natural calamities. Everything was the same. As it is now, it was then. How he could produce such a tremendous work? This is the secret. He never repeated anything twice. One day I was giving a talk somewhere and there was one very sweet girl. And she was sitting, looking at me and doing like this thing. Listening, and after the lecture was over, I said, hey, are you a steno shorthand expert? Swamiji, how do you know? I said, I can smell the people from a distance. लिफाफा देख करके मशहूर पढ़ लेते हैं. Yes. I said, I want to ask you something. Your life must be most carefree, is it not? Go to the office, whatever that dumb officer tells, write it on, finish it off and enjoy, is it not? No, Swamiji, it is not like that. So what worries and miseries you can have? No responsibility. You know, she started. The most miserable person, if somebody is, I am there. So how come? She said, when you get a boss like this, it is killing experience. I said, what happened? She started telling about her boss story. He calls me, so I go, yes sir, sit down. He takes out one letter, this reference, yes. Dear sir, with reference to your valuable order, we are pleased to inform you that the order will be executed as per your requirement and no delay will be made. Payments can be settled later. We have trust in you. Then I go back and just want to sit down and put the paper in the typewriter. Again the bell goes. Again I go back. Bring that letter back. So I cancel the first draft. Write the second one. Because of the perpetual electricity failure and the strike in our firm, it will not be possible for us to supply the goods as desired by you. You may give 100% advance and suffer. So I go back and put the paper and I start and again the bell goes, oh God, now what for? Listen, bring that paper. Yes. Give it to me. Yes. Cancel that. Then on that paper he writes, anyway, tomorrow I am going on leave, let the next person take the decision, how does it matter? She said, when you have to work on the same issue 10 times, we cannot function successfully in life. See friends, never do anything twice. In Ramayana, Bhagwan Ramachandra says, Rama never talks twice. He uses only one arrow, not two. That ability to be present fully only can bring out the best in us. But whenever we are doing something, what happens? Either the earlier mistakes and the dividends of the regrets, they cloud our presence and our performance. There was one student, I knew him, very bright student. He failed in the second year of his BSc or something, 3, 4, 5 times. Finally, his teacher decided to pass him. What was the reason? First time when he failed, because when he was going for the exam, he had some food poisoning or whatever, loose motion, high temperature, and he could not go admitted to the hospital. So examination gone. After 6 months, he has to again appear. He is a very bright student, knows everything. But the day the examination comes, again loose motion, high temperature, and he can't go. Once, twice, thrice. See? Now what can you do to such a person? Because his earlier experience, it happened for the first time when I went, I had poisoning and I had a temperature, I could not do the exam, and the moment the examination comes, again there are suggestions from within, I cannot do it. Therefore, one of the most important principles of life is learn from your past mistakes rather than regretting over your past mistakes. This is the only way. we can stop migrating in the past. See, many of us are unable to drop the past only because we have not learned from our past. Past, if we learn from, does not create any impression on the mind. But past, if we do not learn from our own past, it creates dents and scratches on our mind. Take an example. We all during our childhood, sometime or the other, have touched fire and we got ourselves burned. From that we have learned, even as a child, that the fire burns. And therefore, subsequently in our life, we use that wisdom that the fire burns, and the burning ability of the fire is used for our own benefit, is it not? Now apply the same principle. In some house when I went for breakfast, me, my friend, his wife and his son, we were sitting, taking breakfast. And like in the movie, the phone rang and then he said, Swami, excuse me, I have to go. I will try to come as early as possible. I said, you need not come, I got breakfast, you go. And he went. And then the moment husband was not there, wife had opportunity to open the reality. Swami, my husband is very good, there is nothing wrong with him, but everything is wrong with him. And what was that? She said, Swami, he is so angry personality. I am fed up of his anger. I don't know what I should do. So, instead of having nice achar, dahi, butter with the paratha, I was given complaint with the paratha. So the boy who was sitting there, he was coming for the morning lectures. And that time I was talking on Keno operation. Come in the front, sir, we have kept a seat for you.
Thank you, thank you.
Welcome. So, when he said to his mother, hey, Mummy, I will answer your question. When he said like that, I was so happy and relieved. I said, Chela ji, shuru ho jao. And he said, today you know what Swami ji taught us in the class? He said, Swami ji taught us, Yan manasana manute yena ahur manomatam tadeva brahmatvam vidhi nedam yadidam upasate. That Paramatma is none other than you and me. So everything is Paramatma, the Brahman. Is it not? So the mother said, so what? Why don't you look upon daddy as a Brahman? You will not be disturbed. And you know, like we have got different types of chocolates. In the same manner, our daddy is angry brand Brahman. Relax. See friends, if you learn from your experiences, you will have wisdom, and wisdom is always light. But if we don't learn from our own experiences, we gather dents and scratches, and they are the ugly scars on our mind. Scar tissue leaves a mark all the time. If the scar on the skin leaves a mark for the whole life, the scar on the mind is not repairable. And therefore, the whole life we are carrying the burden of our past. See friends, therefore, to live 100% in the present is the only way to make the most of our life. And what is making most of our life? Whenever we live 100%, we have made the most of our life. Our story is like this story. When I was a child, I was dying to go to school. I went to school. When I went to school, I was dying to go to high school. Then I went to high school. When I was in the high school, I was dying to go to college. Then I went to college. When I went to college, I was dying to get a good job. Then I got a good job. Then I was dying to get married. And I got married. Then I was dying to become a father. I became a father. Then I was dying to see that my son grows into a perfect personality. He grew. Then I was dying to get him married. Then I was dying to have a grandson. By then I was 65 plus. Then I look behind. What did I do in my life? I was only dying. I never lived. Are we really living our life? See, friends, instead of living fully, we are all the time worried about what will happen in the future. The first portion I have taken care of about the past. Don't bring your past as a memory. Learn from your past and gather the wisdom and drop the remaining. It is something like this, You must have eaten sometime the sugar cane. Did you eat? But many of us now have a danger when I eat sugar cane, the danger comes out. Not that day, when we were young. So we take the sugar cane piece and go on chewing, and the juice is sucked in. And after that, what do we do with the leftovers? If you are American, you carry it in your purse. If you are Indian, third. See? Democracy in action. In the same manner, learn from your past and then don't collect it, discard it. Thus, when we learn from every experience of our life, friends, with every experience we grow wise. And who is a wise person? Bhagavad Gita. Gatasun gatasunshcha nanu shochanti panditaha. A wise person is the one who is never miserable. Then who is the otherwise person? Otherwise person is ever miserable. Wise person doesn't become miserable when somebody dies and when somebody doesn't die. The otherwise person becomes miserable when somebody dies, when somebody malformed. There also is miserable. See, friends, when our life is lived fully, perfectly, there is no trace of misery hanging around us. See, many times when I meet the people, what God has not given us. Yet, like the kids, what the children do, for the first time when they lose their tooth, the tongue goes where the tooth is not. And the mother tells, don't push it, it will come out like a pig's tooth, don't do like that. In the same manner, what the Lord has given us, we are not grateful to Him. What He has not given us, there our tongue goes. And therefore we are miserable. See, friends, if we simply take this one principle, learn from your own experiences of life, you require no guru in the world. See, guru is not a person outside and collecting funds for the ashram. That is not a guru. The real guru is our own experience. When we learn from our experience, every moment we are growing wise. And with that wisdom you live in this world, every moment is a fulfillment. Then our life is lived fully, perfectly, not mostly, fully. See friends, if this we take care of with reference to the past, now let us think about the future. About future, there are two things. One is planning about the future, the second is worrying about the future. Most of us worry about the future. And what is the worry? Worry is an attempt to solve the non-existing problem. Suppose this happens, let it happen, then we decide. See, when you go to the doctor, like many people ask us hypothetical questions. Suppose, Swami, somebody's husband is very angry and very irritating and somebody has to leave that husband all the time. What should be done? I said, let somebody worry. Why do you worry? No, but suppose, I said, why don't you tell, this is your personal case. Do we go to the doctor and ask this question? That's how. What is the status of dysentery in Benagaluru? We don't ask that question. We say, Doctor, I am non-stop leaking. Please plug. I can't hold. This is how we tell our problem. Therefore, never bother about the future with reference to worries, but plan your future and work in the present. You will be the best. See, in Bhagavad Gita, 10th chapter, Bhagavan never brings out this topic. I am the culture of the past. He has never said it. He says, Niti Rasmi Jigishatam. Jigishatam is those who are carved to be successful in life. Among them, I am the planning ability. Niti is planning ability. So you plan your future and work hard in the present. You can never have frustration in life. See? And for that, we have to have passion to work for whatever we love. See? Work passionately. Then only we can bring out the best in us. Whenever we do anything, most of the time, we are half-hearted. Khana khalo. I don't feel like that. Khalo? Okay. And then dabao. They don't stop. Enough. See? This habit we develop, that whatever we do half-heartedly. And with that half-heartedness, we go and sit for meditation. अच्छा बैठते कितना घंटा बैठते हैं 15 मिनट ठीक है then again up to 2 minutes. See, this is only because we have trained ourselves. Do everything half-heartedly. So to remove this half-heartedness, two things are required. Number one, we have to have something higher that we are seeking. See? And what is the highest that we should seek? I'll tell you my story. When I was young in my profession, hardly studied, hardly knew anything. But like every seeker, I used to have that funny notion. I must have the region of Krishna. He came with the vasuri in the hand and he asked me, yes sir, I am here. What should I do? Play Malakams. Okay. That kind of funny thing was in the head. And once I was attending one satsang of Swami Akhandanji Maharaj in Calcutta, in Birla House. And Marwadi crowd absolutely uncontrolled, indisciplined. in an open space. Anybody will come, put the mala around him as if he is a pillar, one putting one after another. And then as if he may fly away, so keep a peppermint on his body, on his head. And Swamiji was sitting cool, no disturbance. And one person got up and started reading a question paper, not one question. Maharaji, we have the following questions: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All questions compulsory, carry no marks. And I was sitting on the floor with Swamiji. Swamiji was on the dais. And I was becoming, because I was young that time, becoming so angry and felt I should get up and give 2, 3 to these fellows. Shut up. Don't you see that he has to reply the question, you are making a noise? But I had no guts. So I kept quite burning inside. And Swamiji was cool, absolutely undisturbed. And all the 6, 7 questions which were read, he repeated those questions in his own language in such a manner that all questions stand answered. Nothing disturbed him. That day, I have left God to his own care. And only one goal of life. I don't want to compromise with my peace of mind for anything in this world. See? Nasti buddhi ayuktasya, nacha yuktasya bhavana, nacha bhavayata shanti, ashantasya kutas sukham. Unless we become aware of this, we can make the best of our life only if the instrument through which the life is lived, that instrument is called as mind. If that mind is not taken care of, we can never achieve perfection in life. See? How to take care of, what is the meaning of a perfect mind? One day one husband was standing before the mirror sink and did the whitewash and wanted to shave. When he started shaving, the blade as if has flowed through and a big scratch, bleeding started. Oh God! And he started shouting and cursing. These people take money and see what kind of dirty blades they are given. So the wife said, do you know anything other than complaining? He said, what? What happened? Just now, I have used the same blade for paring the pencil of your son and fixed it there. When it can be used for paring the pencil, can't your shaving be done? Now, who can tell that Mahamaya? That the sharpness required for paring of a pencil and the sharpness required for shaving has a different quality. See, friends, the quietness that we know is only when noise is absent. That is what we say, now it is quiet. Outside there may be no noise, but inside there are volcanoes. And as a result, we are afraid of our own presence. Then we want to have drinks, drugs, pills, pillow, so that we can run away from our own mind. Friends, learn to face your own mind. Then you will know how we can make the best of our life. See? Like a barber earlier days used to go from home to home. And he used to have one very dilapidated box and one stone and one razor. Every now and then he will take care of the razor so well. And when he is putting back, puts very carefully. Again he has to use the same razor in the same manner. The mind with which we come in contact with the world, how much time, energy and efforts we have put to take care of our mind. See, हमको फिगर की तो फिक्र है, माइंड की. Those who know how to mind their mind, they alone can use the mind fully. You know, our condition is like the latest 4S Apple phone. There are so many applications, so many free downloads, but we do not know even how to send an SMS. So the money that we have spent in getting that very expensive gadget is absolutely wasted. In the same manner, the potentiality that our mind has is infinite. But have we ever explored the possibility of this infinite potentiality? See, friends, therefore what should be the real goal of life? The real goal of life is only this. Let there be chaos in the world, or let there be absolute silence. Mind is at peace. At peace does not mean sleepy. The mind which is at peace is always available fully. See? Then our mind will be like a perfect car. What is a perfect car? Which can take the speed quickly and we can stop instantaneously. Our mind is like the old ambassador car. Handle lagao, dhakka lagao. Oh, I don't want to get up today. I don't want to go to school. Come on, beta, you have to go to school. It's getting late. No, I don't know. Again, poor old mother comes and tells, come on, get up, you are getting late. But why should I go to school? The mother says, beta, because you are a principal of the school, get up and go. Now tell me, if the principal is of this quality, what will be the quality of the children? See? So to keep this goal of life, let our mind be always available. Whenever required, it is available. See? And for that, one of the most important thing is, begin your day in an inspired mode. See? On one car, I read something very beautiful sticker. It was said there, I am on my way to make somebody happy. See how beautiful it is. And when we leave home, oh God, again I have to go to office. And with great difficulty we go to office. And after going to office, Acha Ramu, jara chai le aana. I am telling you, this is imported from Calcutta. When I was in Calcutta, for some reason I had to go to the municipal office with the papers. Some little job to be done, stamp and all that. And I stood before the table. I said, hey, he is looking down. So finally I shook him. I said, you please see this paper. He looked at me. He showed me the fan. Fan is not moving. Mouth will not open. That day I discovered in Bengal, we have got Mukherjee, Chatterjee, Banerjee, but no energy. There is no inspiration to live. See, friends, unless we begin our day in an inspired mode, we cannot live that day fully. And one simple thing, live only today 100%, that's it. Tomorrow will be taken care of. See, this is the advice Bhagavan Sri Krishna gives as the first advice to Arjuna on the battlefield. Arjuna was dejected, distressed, frustrated. Why should I do the war? See, if I would have been in Bhagavan Krishna's place, I would have come on, very good, let's go here for a movie. See? But what Bhagavan Krishna did? When he was crying and frustrated, Bhagavan said, Klaibyam asmagama partha na etatvai upapadyate kshudram hrudaya daurbalyam tyakto nishtha parandapa. Arjun, don't yield to lack of inspiration. Klibata means lack of inspiration. A person who is not inspired can achieve nothing in life. A person who is inspired, nothing can stop him from achieving success in life. Okay? Therefore, to make the most of our life, how we begin our day? We have to begin every day in an inspired mode. And when that inspiration has to be there, we have to have something higher in life. If our goal of life is in the morning when I get up, I go to bathroom and I have got to attach to one. Those who are attached to bathroom, they can achieve nothing in life. Okay? I was going to that your Kailash Manas Yatra, and one lady from Kathmandu only, she helped in organizing everything. I said, Mama, you are not coming? No, Swamiji, I cannot come. Why you cannot come? There is no commode. So, those who are attached to the commode, they can renounce Bhagavan. Bhagavan, I will come there if there is a commode, or else I will go to hell. Narayana. How small little things really make a mess of our life. See? Therefore, we have to begin our day in an inspired mode. Otherwise, don't be satisfied with small little things. I got a good room, I got a room, next to the sea. When I look outside, there is the sea, and inside there is the garbage. See, one person, NRI, from Hong Kong area, he came and purchased a very big mansion kind of bungalow in Pune. And then he invited me, Swamiji, please come for inauguration. We are fit for any inauguration. See, like a master key, like master inaugurator. And when I went to his house, I said, hey, when are you going to take me to your house? You brought me in this museum. Swamiji, this is not a museum, this is my house. I said, okay. Because when you do hand like this, liberty is standing. Oh, so sorry. When you do like this thing, that Pisa Tower is standing. You have to be fearfully move inside the house. Something will fall down. Okay. And so content with that small rubbish that is gathered around. Then I asked him, I can act fool very well. So I asked, hey, what is that laddu? Swamiji, it's a globe. What is a globe? Globe or a whole earth? My God, you could put whole earth inside your house? No, it is just a model. Okay. Then do we have our India in that? Yes. Show me. He showed me. This is India. Oh God, so lovely. Can you show me Maharashtra? Can you show me Pune? In that Pune, Sadashivpet? In that Sadashivpet, this road, on this road your house, and in this house your room, and in that room you and me show where you are. See friends, so many people have come and gone. Kathoparishad, sasyamiva martyaha pachyate, sasyamiva jayate punah. Like the grass we grow and like the grass we perish. Is that all life? See friends, just imagine, you go to the mother of Vivekananda. Imagine, what will you talk to her? She will talk about the glory of her son, is it not? When that mother will hear the glory of her son from an unknown person, what will be the experience of that mother? If that kind of experience is coming out of us to anybody who is known to us, then we have lived our life fully. Otherwise, how many people are born and then they get married and then they have all the then Ram. There is something much more than that. See, therefore, the only way to make the most of our life is start your day in an inspired mode. When you are inspired, nothing in the world can make you a failure. See? And inspiration is directly proportionate to the height of the goal. Higher the goal you have, more inspiration is required. If our goal is, when I get up in the morning, my servant gives me bed tea. What is the next life? Bed bug. There is much more than bed tea. See? When we come to discover the highest goal of life is, friends, we are telling you, our mind must be at peace and inspired every moment. Then you see this whole world is a mega cartoon show. I was in somebody's place and that boy asked me, he used to call me by name. How much his parents told me. He said, no, but he doesn't have objection. Why should you have objection? Isn't it Anumananda? Yes. He asked me, you don't see cartoons? I said, I do see. But I never seen you sitting before the TV. I said, no, I see the live cartoons. You go on any airport, sit quiet and simply watch around. Those who are moving, in these various shopping malls, what they want, what they don't have, yet constantly going out. Friends, if we analyze our own experiences, we come to discover we are really, really happy and fulfilled only when we are in deep sleep. That is why every one of us want to sleep. We get an opportunity, we sleep. Satsang, very cool place, sleep. In Bengal, there is one very good auditorium of Archmission. During summer time, you don't require any advertisement for the audience. Hall is packed. Any person who gives lectures, who is interested? See? Now why we want to sleep? Because that is the experience which is really fulfilling. We have no desires, we are nobody, there is no achievement, there is no failure. But the question is, can we continue sleeping 24/7? We cannot. And therefore, the life of fulfillment as defined by Bhagavad Gita is live in the waking world as you live in the deep sleep. Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagarti sayyami yasyam jagarti bhutani sa nisha pashyato mune. Like in the deep sleep, differences are zero. Complaints are absolutely absent. In the same manner, the wise man lives in this world, no complaints, no expectations. Then what for to live? Time pass. This is the last thing I am telling you. Try, apply this. Live every moment for a time pass. What is the time pass? Time pass is that where I is not born. Time pass is that experience where the success and failure are equal. Time pass is that where the gain and loss are equal. Time pass is that where joy and sorrows are equal. Now understand this from an example. As usual, I went to somebody's house for food and as usual I have to wait. So when I was waiting, they had a son, 7-8 years old. Swamiji, let us play carom. I said, come on, yaar, leave me. I want to read newspaper. No, I will not allow you. You have to take food in our house, you have to listen to me. Very well trained by the mother. So I said, okay, Baba, I'll give. He got out that carom. I said, I don't know how to play. Don't worry, I'll teach you. He must be a born Vedanti. Vedantis never give up. They will make the other person miserable. So he said, now this is a striker, you take this and it goes there. And he was so expert. And when I hit, it goes somewhere else. So I thought this one is going to defeat me. I said, I am not so ordinary. Then I started using the Jugaad technology. You know Jugaad technology? Those who have not seen, kindly go to Uttar Pradesh and in the Mathura, Vrindavan, that area. There is one vehicle which does not have the RTO's permission, which does not have the number, which does not have a licensed driver, and which can carry from buffalo to human beings comfortably, and you don't see where is the driver, probably remote control. And that vehicle is called as Jugaad. कहीं की ईट कहीं का रोड़ा भानुमती ने गुनमा जोड़ा. That means. So I said, I am not an ordinary person. I will apply Jugaad technology and show you I can play. So when my turn came to take his attention away, I asked him, I said, hey, whose picture is that? Is it Madhubala? He looked at it. No, Swamiji. By the time he talks to me, I had taken 3-4 of them. You win, that is important. How you win is not important. The theft is never a crime unless you are caught. So I was doing that. Once, twice I did. Third time I was caught. And then he started crying, Mommy, Swami, you cheat. I said, man, don't cry. Again, you will play, you are a good person. Play again. Then the same technique I used to make him win. And by the time we were going halfway, the mother said, Swamiji, food is ready. I said, hey, come on, forget, let us go and eat food. No, now we have to play. Now I am winning, therefore you are afraid. And finally, when he won, he was so happy. He also played carom, I also played carom. He played to win or to get defeated. I played for a time pass. And in that time pass, I was not born as a player. In that time pass, I was not concerned about the victory or the defeat. Therefore, joy and sorrows were no meaningful for me. Live with this attitude in life. See? But how it is possible? Like now. Like you have all come. For what? Time pass. अच्छा AC का कमरा है. So, instead of meeting all the time only in the kitty parties, let us have the pity party. Time pass. And if you take this attitude, you will be always light. See? Thus you start living moment to moment, fully and 100%. See? And then you discover from within various techniques of your own. One of the technique is never talk about your past and don't ask anybody about their past. There is no need. But we only can't stop. I tell my friend, hey, don't tell anybody, because but you are my close friend, I am telling you. When I was sentenced to death because of the crime, somehow I managed, I gave a lot of money to that judge, and he said that evidence provided was not sufficient, and I was in peace. Don't tell anybody, okay? No, Swamiji, how will I tell? He also had one very close friend. He tells him, don't tell anybody. Swamiji told me not to tell anybody. But I am telling you because you are very close friend of mine. It goes around. That Chinese game? It goes around. And one person comes and says, Swamiji, what people are talking about you? What happened? They are telling you were a convict and you were in the jail and sentenced and all that thing. How come they knew? It started from me. The world doesn't know about us, nor the world is interested in our past. But we ourselves cannot keep our mouth shut. Give this a try. When you stop talking about your past, you stop asking about anybody's past. Then you start living in the present. And when you are in the present, you are fully available. And when you are fully available, you are absolutely at peace with yourself. You are at peace with the world. You are at peace with every situation. Then we start only acting. We stop reacting. This is the way we can make the best of our life. And don't bother about death. What will happen after death? What has happened when you are alive? See? Nothing is going to happen. There will be no lacuna in the world. We only have this funny notion. मेरे मरने के बाद क्या होगा? मर के तो दिखाओ. See? We are most unwanted furniture in this world. Therefore, live yourself fully, 100%, every moment. And before the world has to tell, get out, learn to keep your mouth shut like I am doing. 1 hour is over. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.